It feels like we have entered another golden age of Greek club basketball. Olympiacos and Panathinaikos are simultaneously running the EuroLeague right now. Yes, both clubs have had the golden eras of their own that overlapped from 2008 to 2012, but then we had a significant gap. Only in these last couple of years, both giants have been at or near the top simultaneously. And that's what's making this moment feel so special. Let's look at when this all kicked off, the 2023-24 EuroLeague season. Panathinaikos hired Ergin Ataman, overhauled their roster, and shot to the EuroLeague Final Four for the first time in over a decade. They finished the regular season 23-11 and then survived a tense 5-game quarterfinal series against Maccabi. In that deciding Game 5 in Athens, Kendrick Nunn's and Kostas Loukas' dominance launched PAO into the Final Four. Meanwhile, Olympiacos were fresh off a runner-up finish in 2023 where they were literally one shot away from grabbing the trophy. They kept on rolling, going 22-12 and beating Barcelona on the road in their own Game 5. That was the second time in history when an away team won in a decisive Game 5 of the quarterfinals. That put two Greek squads in the Final Four for the first time since 2012, totaling their 5th joint Final Four appearance. In Berlin, Panathinaikos finally toppled Real Madrid in the final and claimed their first EuroLeague crown since 2011, while Olympiacos took 3rd place. Loukas, who had literally switched from Olympiacos to Panathinaikos that year, got the Final Four MVP honors too. Their fans were over the moon, especially because they hadn't even sniffed the Final Four in a decade. Then, a few weeks later, in the Greek League finals, Panathinaikos came back from a 0-2 deficit to beat Olympiacos 3-2, with Loukas again playing a huge role. It was a monster statement year, a EuroLeague title, a Greek League title, and along the way basically telling the rest of the Europe, Greek basketball is back and we're on top together. What's wild is that the 2024-25 season hasn't slowed down that hype. Olympiacos sits first in the EuroLeague standings, while Panathinaikos is 3rd. Both are qualified for the playoffs again, both with the home court advantage in the quarterfinals, and fans are openly talking about a potential all-Greek final, something that's never happened in EuroLeague history. Even back in the 1990s, when Olympiacos and Panathinaikos were frequent Final Four visitors, they never met for the title. Of course, there's a legit reason why that's the case, as FIBA rules didn't allow two teams from the same country play in the final. But regardless, now they're threatening to do it, and it feels legit. Part of what makes this renewed success so striking is seeing Panathinaikos and Olympiacos peak together, but it's important to acknowledge that they have done so before. Back in 2008 to 2012, both clubs did achieve a significant overlap. Panathinaikos won titles in 2007, 2009, and 2011, while Olympiacos reached multiple finals and eventually grabbed back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013. They even met together in Final Fours in 2009 and 2012, proving they shared the spotlight in that era. The difference, however, was the old top 16 format, where there was a small margin for error as they only had 6 group games there. Even powerhouse teams with big budgets like the Greek giants could stumble in that short window and miss out on the playoffs, despite having the same deep pockets and strong ownership we see today. Now let's look at the current rosters. On the Panathinaikos side, you've got a loaded roster. They brought in Ergin Ataman in 2023, who had already proven he can instantly win EuroLeague titles with Anadolu Efes. He arrives, signs Kostas Loukas from the arch-rival Reds, adds Matias Lezort, Juancho Hernangomez, then secures Kendrick Nunn 1 month into the season. Basically star names at every position. Past summer they doubled down by picking up Lorenzo Brown, a top-tier playmaker in Europe, plus Omer Yurtseven and Cedi Osman, 2 Turkish guys from the NBA. The result is an ultra-talented group that runs Ataman's up-tempo offense to perfection, regularly drops 90+ points, and defends well enough when it matters. Nunn runs the show, Loukas is their veteran leader, and the rest of the team is stacked, even after injuries have sidelined Lezort and Grigonis. This is a classic super team approach that Greek clubs used to do in the 2000s. Olympiacos, meanwhile, has built on continuity. Yorgos Bartzokas has them defending at a high level, focusing on smart teamwork and sprinkling in some star power. They lost Vezenkov to the NBA for a minute in 2023, but but he came back after an underwhelming stint there. Nikola Milutinov returned at center, boosting their rebounding and rim protection. They signed Evan Fournier, who had been disappearing on an NBA bench, plus Tyler Dorsey and Luka Vildoza to offset the departure of Kostas Lukas. Thomas Walkup continues to be the perfect floor general and a defensive stopper, while longtime captain Kostas Papanikolaou supplies veteran leadership. Add the potential Keenan Evans will bring in, and the result is a team that could have 2 starting fives in the EuroLeague. They reached the finals in 2023, had a heartbreaking loss in the 2022 semis where they finished 3rd, and another loss in the 2024 semifinal to finish 3rd again. So you better believe they're hungry. The front office didn't hesitate to spend big this offseason. They're all in on reclaiming a title they haven't won since 2013. What's also striking is that both squads have star coaches. Bartzokas took Olympiacos to the 2013 EuroLeague Championship and has them back in contention. Ergin Ataman arrived in Athens and won a championship on his first try. He is known for being a great roster builder where strong personalities become a force together. Now, historically speaking, Greek clubs soared in the mid-90s, winning back-to-back titles, Panathinaikos in 96 and Olympiacos in 97. Plus, other Greek clubs like PAOK, Aris, Marousi, Makedonikos and AEK were a significant part on European basketball map too. This is what many call the golden era of Greek club basketball. And then after that second golden era of the late 2000s and early 2010s, the region went silent. Between 2014 and 2023, no Greek club could seal the deal. Olympiacos threatened in 15 and 17, but lost the final both times. Panathinaikos got stuck missing Final Fours altogether by exiting early in the quarters. Meanwhile, Spain, Russia, and Turkey took over. Now, the last 2 seasons flipped the script again, reminiscent of the late 2000s. Only now both Greek clubs are once again championship threats side by side rather than one overshadowing the other. And get this, their budgets are among the highest in Europe. Panathinaikos made that big push by locking down Oaxaca on a 49-year lease, renovating it for extra revenue and funneling those earnings into big signings. Their owner Dimitris Giannakopoulos said he wants to win 5 straight EuroLeague championships, and that says all you need to know. Olympiacos' owners, the Angelopoulos brothers, also boosted their spending by 6 to 7 million euros compared to last season. They have been trying to secure SEF on the same conditions that PAOK managed to lock down Oaxaca, and it's likely a matter of time that they will do so. So they're in a financial arms race that's lifting both clubs up, which is kind of what happened in the 2000s when Panathinaikos was splashing money on Diamantidis, Jasikevicius, Pekovic, and so on, pushing Olympiacos to match them with big names like Childress, Papaloukas, or Kleiza. That dynamic is back. Each offseason, Greek fans expect these teams to bid against each other for top EuroLeague or ex-NBA talent. It's the classic derby of the eternal enemies, but now with budgets and rosters that match or even exceed the likes of Barca or Real. Moving forward, Panathinaikos is locked in. Slukas, Nunn, Brown, and guys like Yurtseven have multi-year deals, and Ataman's got the backing of Giannakopoulos. Olympiacos has re-signed key players, reacquired Vezenkov, locked up Walkup, and brought in Fournier and Evans on multi-year arrangement. They want to dominate for the next 3 to 5 years. If that holds true, this era might surpass the 2007-2013 days when each Greek club had its bright moments, but never both simultaneously dominating for multiple seasons. Interestingly, there are positive signs besides these 2 giants. Other Greek teams are also regaining momentum. AEK is rumored to be the frontrunner to host another Basketball Champions League Final Four, PAOK recently reached the FIBA Europe Cup semis, and Peristeri made the BCL Final Four last year. So while Panathinaikos and Olympiacos still hog the spotlight, the broader picture is that Greek club basketball as a whole is showing signs of broader resurgence. So yes, we have entered another golden age of the Greek clubs. A rare time when Panathinaikos and Olympiacos are both loaded, both Final Four perennials, and both being the 2 main favorites to raise the EuroLeague trophy. Roster stacked with ex-NBAers, local Greek heroes, and star European guards, top coaches, and some of the loudest, craziest atmospheres in sports at Oaxaca and the Peace and Friendship Stadium. Now I want to hear it from you guys. 1. Will we see an all-Greek final in the EuroLeague this season? Number 2. Have we truly entered another golden era for these Greek clubs? Drop those thoughts in the comments below. Also check out our second channel that's all about the NBA, and by the way, we have a nice video on Giannis there now, and I'll see you in the next one.